Well, let's go then. Let's add some new measures to our data model. But first, I forgot to create another calculated column, which is very important for our data model over here. So let's go to the Power Pivot again, and let's create a new column over here, which is well, as I said before, we have two types of operation: a rent operation or a sale operation of a property. So the rent operation, the income that you're seeing over here, is the income that that our company had by that period of time. But with the sales, this is just the value of the property, because in rent we charge 1 month of the rent value. So this value over here is the same as the revenues, but this value over here that corresponds to the sales, it is not our real income value, because this is the price of the property. But we do not charge this entire value over here to our customers, because this is the value of the property, as I said. So we only charge let's imagine that we only charge a 5% of commission in the sale of the sales transaction. So we have to create a calculated column in order to convert the sales import or the sales values of the properties, and convert this number here and multiply that number by 5% in order to get our real income. So let's get to it. Let's create a new column. Calculate the sum of the value of the properties, and filter it by the operation, which will be, as we said, just for the sales, and multiply this result by the 5%. Oh, it seems that we have some error here. All right, I see. Okay. All right, so as you can see, our calculated column only calculated the 5% of the sales transactions over this number over here. So you can see 5%, and this is our real income. As I said before, in rent, we charge the first month, we charge the same value that is written over here, which is very common in rent transactions. So we don't have to do anything else. But well, as I said, in sales transaction, we don't charge the entire amount of that property. So we calculated the 5% over here. Let's rename the column to sales commission. That's right. Let's save and let's go back and create our new measures. New measures. Let's start, for example, with the rent conversion in order to see the percentage of, of rent operations divided by the total of rent operations. So let's calculate the count of the operations filtered by the turn. Oh well, filter by the operations rent. All right, divided by the total sum of the visits. As I said before, we have this column over here, which represents the total number of visits that the property had in order to do the transaction. Whereas on rent or a sale operation, this means that, for example, this commercial agent over here, Sandra, it took her 8 visits from potentially customers in order to rent this house. So calculate the sum the transactions, the visits, where the visits are over here. The visits filtered by, once again, transactions, operation, rent, and let's close this and let's multiply the result of this by 100 in order to get our conversion rate. Let's prove the formula. It seems that there is no error on the formula, so let's apply. Okay, let's add another conversion for the sales conversion rate. Well, so it's pretty much the same process as we did with the rent. So let's copy all of this to go faster. It's the same process. The only thing that you need to change is here, change rent by sale. That's right. Let's prove our formula. there is no error. Let's put it in name. Sales conversion. Let's click on accept. All right. Well, now we're going to create a new measure for the quality of the properties that we offer to our customers. As you remember, I said that an A quality in a property, it means the higher quality, and D property, it means the lower quality. And this quality was set by plenty of parameters as the zone or the antiquity of the property, etc. So let's get to it. Let's create a new measure. Percentage of A quality. So let's calculate the count of the quality of the properties. Oh well, let's close this. Filtered by that same quality, and they are A quality divided by the total amount, the total of the transactions, which makes sense because we want to see what percentage of a quality there is among the total of the transactions in our dataset. Count of the ID by the result by 100 to obtain our conversion, to obtain our percentage, sorry. Let's prove the formula. It seems that there is some error over here. Let's see what might happen. Well, when okay, we have to close this. Okay, now we click on accept. That's right. That's right. Now let's repeat the same process with the other qualities. So let's copy this and let's just change letter. New, change this. B, proof percentage of B quality. Let's click on accept. That's right. Let's create another one for the C quality. Percentage of the C quality. Okay, and finally for the D, no, and finally for the D quality. Percentage of the quality. Except let's remove the D, and that's all. Well, what else do we have here? Let's create a new measure for the sum of our sales commission to see the total sales income. Some table transactions and sales commission, and that's all. Fine, let's click accept. Oh, let's change the name. Sales income. Accept. All right. What else? Well, let's follow the same process with the rent income. Oh, no. Let's click on new. Sales income, sales conversion recommendation. Okay, let's click on new. And let's follow the same process. Calculate the sum of the value of the transactions, filter it by the operation when is rent. It's rent. All right. This formula seems that everything is okay. How do we call sales income? Rent income. Let's accept. What else? And let's create the final the last measure, that will be total sales. Whenever, if it is a sale or a rent, no, total income. It would be the sum. Calculate the rent income plus the sales income. Sales income. Close this, prove the formula, and it's okay. Okay, that's right. I think we have basic measures over here.